Hello everyone, I am Ru, and this is my YouTube channel, Ru with the Books. In this video, I will be reacting to One Piece chapter 1164. Based on the last chapter, things are going up and up. The flashback is absolutely popping off. In the last chapter, we had the team up between Rox, Roger, and Garp versus Emu, who has taken control of Saint Saturn and is using his kind of spider form. We had Blackbeard's mum, Rox's wife, running away with Blackbeard, and we had Dragon running away with Baby Shanks. So there's a lot going on at the moment, and everyone is competing for the treasure and trying to get away amongst all the chaos, because obviously the world government and are basically trying to destroy all the pirates and stuff. So there's a lot going on, absolute chaos, and it's peak flashback piece at the moment. So yeah, let's see what happens in this chapter. If you like One Piece and would like to see more One Piece reactions, then be sure to press that like button. Every like counts and helps me tremendously with the algorithm, so I would really appreciate your support. And while you're down there, if you'd like to press the subscribe button for One Piece reactions whenever they come out, then you can go ahead and do that too. We can enjoy this journey together. If you haven't read this chapter yet, then you can go ahead and read it yourself first, or you can follow along with me because I will be, saying all the dialogue out loud and giving my thoughts and stuff, so we can enjoy the chapter together if that's your preferred way of going about it. And without further ado, let's get into it. One Piece 1164. How exciting! So the cover page. The chapter name is Davy's Blood, which checks out with where we were going last chapter, and it kind of alludes to the fact that we are going to get this team up between Roger and Garp versus Rox, which we know about because of the flashback in Egghead. And let's just take a moment to enjoy this bit of cover art. We have Perona chasing a rabbit with a pocket watch, and it's a very nice chill little panel. Obviously Perona going after a rabbit with her little ghost things flying around, and she's thinking about Mihawk. There's a lovely little castle in the background and a wonderful kind of checkered floor in this garden with some lovely trees. Yeah, just a lovely little cover page. Yeah, so we obviously continue right where we left off. Emu / Saint Saturn has currently got captivity of Rox, and he's going demon mode. So the narrator says, Rox got hit with Dom Reversi, and that is how the last chapter ended off. And he's screaming, ah! And someone's going, Rox! And then we get Roger speaking. Our attacks didn't even phase that spider thing. I mean, that's true. So yeah, we've got Roger, Garp, Whitebeard, Kaido, and young Big Mom. She's saying, what in the world? Yeah, I mean, it was absolutely mental what was going on. And he was saying, how obstinate. You shouldn't scoff at humans, you beast, is what Rox is saying. He's wheezing. He's in a lot of pain here. Obviously, we see the eye, the emu eye, his signature death stare. Now that is a shocking revelation. So Rox in his demonic form is saying, Davy D. Jones, that's the name of the previous king of the world. Wow. So potentially, actually it's Davy D. Jones. So the Davy clan and the D clan are separate things, I guess. So that disagrees with what I was thinking last time, that D stands for Davy. That is wrong. So, okay, that's really cool then. So the Davy clan is their own thing. And Emu's saying, insolent fool, that wretch was never king, not for a single moment. Thou hast no place in the fate that binds Mu and Davy. Then you shouldn't be so scared. It's just a name after all. So they're still bickering, Rox and Emu, even though Rox has been demonified. That's crazy. Okay, so yeah, that brings a lot of little threads and stuff about the past, about the Void Century and the previous eras of the world. And we have a lovely little panel of all the different pirates, either fighting with marines or holding onto the treasure, and the forest on God Valley is burning. Okay, and so Rox is spitting facts. It's just roasting him right now. I wonder who scares you most, Davy D. Jones, Joy Boy. He was like, "Cease this babble. They shall never resurface, so long as thou fades into oblivion." It's kind of a little bit difficult to tell who's actually speaking, especially because they're in demon mode. The kind of shapes that surround the text are very much the same. Davy, Mu has found the perfect soldiers now, a certain nation of gentle and indecisive giants. Giants? You bastard! Stay away from Harold, he just wants peace. Yeah, I mean, that goes back to me saying how I just felt really, really bad about their final conversation and how it went down because it was really, really gut wrenching. Now Emus saying, indeed, this is an unprecedented opportunity. A sovereign this pliable may never happen again. And Rox is like, you little, thy current disposition is quite similar. Now make haste. Yeah, okay, so the fact that Harold is such a gentle king, or he's learnt to coexist very well with humanity, has made him be seen as a weak king, someone that can be taken advantage of, and because Emu has not previously been able to conquer this race, conquer this island, conquer these people, conquer these giants, he obviously wants to do something and go conquer them. But as we know from what's happening in the current day, Emu wasn't successful, so we'll interestingly see how his plan is foiled. Put an end to Davy's dream. Yeah, so Emu still looks a little bit messed up. He hasn't fully regenerated, but there's conquerors, pulses happening everywhere. There's a lot of fire, things are burning. Whitebeard is looking very, very concerned. He's looking up at the scene, as I suppose Roger and Garp also are. And we get a panel with Big Mom and Whitebeard, and Big Mom saying, "What the rocks?" She's very concerned about her captain. And Rox is saying, "Damn it, I'm fading." And Big Mom's concerned, saying, "What happened? Did it do something to you up there?" She's like, "Huh?" And obviously we have she's holding onto her sword Prometheus, and Kaido is still in his dragon form in the background. Oh, this is such an awesome event. I love seeing these characters. They've been with us for such a long, long time. Oh, hell yeah, I got a double page spread. So, we have Emu saying, annihilate Davy's lineage with my own hand, snuff out all obstacles on God Valley. Okay, so I guess he's giving orders to Rox. And he's saying, is it me? Oh, sorry, this is Big Mom. She's saying, is it me or are you bigger? So he's grown in stature. He's developed wings by the looks of it. And he's saying, out of the way. Their blood must be purged from the pages of history. And he's jumping up and he's starting to attack Kaido. And Kaido's like, "Arr! Rox, what are you doing?" Yeah, he looks very concerned. And yeah, so we have a massive panel with Rox just attacking Kaido. It looks like he sent him just flying into some like mountain. And it looks like Kaido has passed out from this. His eyes have gone white. And Big Mom's like, "Damn you, Rox! Aren't we meant to be allies?" Yeah, so he looks very possessed, and obviously Big Mom is getting very, very frustrated about this betrayal because Rox is her captain. Oh, we're being treated because next up we have another double page spread, or panel, or double page. So it starts off with Rox just like slamming Big Mom away. He doesn't care. Whitebeard is looking very, very menacing. He looks very, very upset. Obviously, he's the next one in the way of Rox, so he's going to have to fight him. We're in your way, Rox? You are! And then we have a clash between them. There's Conqueror's Haki, and that's cold. I'm not going to lie. So we have Rox with his like demonic wings on his back. And Whitebeard isn't even using his Naginata. He's just like blocking the the sword from Rox with his bare hand, I assume armamented. And yeah, okay, so yeah, they're having like a kind of eye battle. They're staring each other off, and there's quakes of power being sent through God Valley, and like Marines and stuff are reacting like, what the? Oh, okay, yeah, I can see why the Marines are concerned and upset, because half of the island peak is just toppling over like the Titanic or something. And they're like, run! The mountain's falling! Arms flailing about, people about to get crushed. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of ships in the sea, which are about to, get sent to the bottom of the ocean. Rox are still doing his thing. There's chaos. The peak of the mountain is crashing into the sea and the trees. Everyone's jumping out of the way. Rox's wife is still running away with Blackbeard. They have not yet made their escape. Damn, they've been running away for like 3 or 4 chapters now, right? She's got some stamina in those legs. And now we get the Marines speaking. All warships at the northeast coast have get away from the island. All ships pull back. So the Marines are making their kind of commands here to evacuate, because things are going worse and worse and worse for them. And on the northeast coast, we have the Celestial Dragons. They're like, that was close. Who is responsible? This unforgivable act must be punished. Yeah, I mean, well, it's Emu who has, demonified Rox, so it's kind of Emu's fault here. But then again, they can't actually criticize him because he is way above their pay grade. Everybody hurry, don't sail out without us, or you'll be all put to death. So the Celestial Dragons embark in their orders of the Marines. And we are then in the southwest region with Rayleigh and Shaki. Rayleigh is still holding on to Shaki, and we get that panel. Oh, so it looks like some other people have been turned into demons as well, because there's another character in the background that looks like he has some wings. Come on, Rayleigh, this island's toast. Roger's safe, right? Someone's like, treasure, isn't this incredible? What's a dead end? Move it! Yeah, so everyone's still, trying to take whatever piece of treasure they have. They're like holding it above their heads or running with it. It's just absolute chaos. Oh no. Poor Dragon is so distraught. Damn it! I couldn't even save one tiny baby! Where did he go? He's like punching the floor. And then we get Kuma and Ivankov, and Ivankov's like, wait, Kuma, give it a rest. It would be too risky to keep trying to save people. Kumachi! He's like, huff. Yeah, I mean, he's been sending everyone away with the poor fruit. It's really interesting how those powers just click. They just like kind of become so integrated. You instantly become like quite comfortable with using it. Of course, we've seen with Luffy that even though you know how to use the fruit, it takes a lot of time to develop and master those powers. Kuma's like, there's even an arrow just sticking into him and his little bald head. There might be more people out there. Oh, found one. Oh, it's the previous wielder of the magnet fruit, Captain whoever the hell. Damn that Ganzui. Shiki! Asshole, you'll never make it off this island alive, you hear? He's running, gee ha 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 ha, no one gets the drop on me. Everyone to the coast. We need stretchers. We can't. The forest's on fire. I mean, there's so many people talking. You don't know who. It's just just general commands being shouted out to help evacuate everyone, and saying where's currently out of bounds, where you can't run, that kind of thing. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay, so Rox has caught up with his wife and Blackbeard, and obviously he is in his demonic form. And his wife is like, Zebek, he looks. And she's screaming to him, so, you lost! I'm sorry, it's our fault. You faced that thing to save us, even though you weren't ready yet. Teach! We have no choice but to jump into the sea and swim. I won't let the Davy clan end here. We'll survive, no matter what! Escapees spotted on the coast. Oh yeah, they're just ready to shoot their ships, their cannons and stuff. Oh no. Oh, that's so sad. I mean, obviously we know that Blackbeard gets away, but I'm not too hopeful for his mother because we've had no mention of her in the story apart from in this flashback. But at least the Davy clan does still live on with Blackbeard. Rox is raising his sword, ready to attack. There's cannons being shot at Rox and Rox's wife and Blackbeard, and she's very shocked, and Teacher's very scared. She's like, "Oh no!" And then all of a sudden, Kuma jumps in, and he's using his paw fruit to send away the cannons, send them to all different places in the world, and they're just being poofed away. Yeah, okay. Oh, wow. Okay, so it seems that what Rox's sword slash actually ended up achieving was cutting the ship in half. I guess you can't really bargain with the demon, right? A demon just kind of does whatever they want to do. You can't. It's beyond control. It does kind of look like, yes. I mean, there's an explosion. I can't really tell. Looks like there might be some conquerous pulses being sent with the explosion as well. And Emu is overlooking things. He sees the explosion. Davy, next, extinguish all those who remain on the island. Yeah, okay, so he's giving the orders still. He's controlling him. Next up is to, just kill all the survivors. Submarine is like, Vice Admiral Garp, please hurry up. And then Garp's like, I told you to get the hell out of here. How long are you going to stick around? He's kind of annoyed. Roger, where are you? I'm fine. Let me know when everyone's aboard. So they're kind of just trying to get everyone back onto the ship and get everyone evacuated. I mean, they've come and accomplished what they wanted to do, which is to save Shaki. Rox is going ahead and just murdering everyone. Everyone's like, stop it, Rox! Rox! Why does he look like that? Yeah, why is he in his demonic form? Wouldn't they like to know? And it looks like the chapter finishes off on another double page spread. It's our lucky week. Okay, so we've got Roger and Garp. They're kind of just chilling, and all of a sudden they're kind of reacting to something. There's like a big conqueror's pulse, and it's like, bring it on, Rox! And he was like, Davy? And he flies in, and Garp and Roger are just standing there. What the hell have you turned into? I won't let you go after my crew. Yeah, so they're ready to defend. They're ready to they protect and they attack. Roger, Garp, and Roger's like covering his ears. This voice. What's with that expression? Please kill me. Yeah, okay, so he had he's like crying because obviously he's having to attack, these people that he cares about. And he hates being controlled by, Emu and everything. This is so sad. Okay, yeah. So, and they're kind of not too happy about it. Rox is rushing at Garp and Roger, and this is where we get their final clash. And the narrator says, the climax of the God Valley incident. Yeah, so this is what we've been building up to. Going to be absolutely incredible to see how Roger and Garp tackle him in his demonic form. It seems like he's gained strength by being possessed. So, goodness gracious, help the Straw Hats and everyone on Elbath, because a lot of the giants, including Doggy and Broggy, are currently demonified, and they look bigger as well. So how do you make a giant even bigger? That's really scary. Very interested to see how Loki is going to play into that. Obviously, a lot of the things that are happening here with the demonification of him are very much easily transferred to what's happening in the current day. So yeah, very interesting to see. I'm very excited to see how this plays out. In terms of the flashback, and then I'm very excited to see how this translates over to the modern day with the Straw Hats and everyone on Elbath. So yeah, what an amazing chapter. We got some really cool scenes, and this is a very emotional chapter because obviously Rox has been kind of elevated into being not actually a terrible person like we've been led to believe for a while. He's actually a bit of a hero in some senses. He just wants freedom, and he's got his own pirate crew. He's trying to liberate, and he's trying to do things. And yeah, it just being controlled, being used as a puppet by Emu is just such a sad way to go. Yeah, what an awesome chapter though. I'm so impressed and can't wait to see what happens next. I hope that you enjoyed this reaction. I aim to release one of these reactions when a new chapter comes out. Fortunately, as far as I'm aware, next week is not a break week, so expect another video out then. So yeah, once again, hope you enjoyed. Be sure to press that like button. Be sure to press the subscribe button for more One Piece content from me, and to be aware of when I upload a new video. Yeah, socials in the description. You can follow me on Instagram, on Goodreads if you're into books and reading, and on TikTok or Instagram, whichever one I didn't say. Hope you have a lovely day. Hope you enjoyed the chapter. Hope you're as excited as me for the next one, and I shall see you next week. And until then, Ru out.